Okay, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. It's 9:30. Axios with their poll out. Do you believe Michael Cohen? Okay, told you we would get to that. Now, it's interesting that between the 22nd and 24th, I'm sorry, Josh, put the poll up yesterday. I just told Josh I didn't need it. He said, I pulled that up. I said, I don't need that. Okay, that's okay. That's all right. I was just asked, do you want to look at that poll? And I think it's number 2. It's one that says Democrats and Republicans. All right? And now, or before and after or something, I forget what it was. But whenever you can find it. Now, remember, there's no coincidence. It's poll number 2. That's it, right there. Okay? Now, remember that. There's no coincidence whatsoever in how the media works together, the deep state media. So here you have an NBC poll, and they just knew, okay, that you we're going to hear about Michael Cohen's guilty plea and Paul Manafort, and they knew, they just felt this was it, that Trump's approval numbers would drop double digits. They were for sure. NBC ran out. They did an immediate poll. They were looking forward to putting up the before Michael Cohen and after Michael Cohen. And the polling numbers of Trump's approval, which they say is 46, which is over 50%. You know how many people answer the phone that really believe in America? Now, let me ask you a question. This is you and I talking. Do you really believe in America if you answer this phone and they're asking you a poll question, that there's not some kind of technical device that knows who's on the phone, who has the phone, and where the phone's at, right? I'm serious. You might think I'm silly. There's people do you support the President of the United States? Hell no, I don't support him. Why? Because there's people that actually believe if you say, yes, I support him, there's going to be a group out front picketing, and the second group's going to be out there to beat the hell out of you. I'm serious. It's not a joke. So when the president's approval rating is 46, admittedly, he is way over 50%. His approval rating is way over 50%. So August 18th through the 22nd, he had a 46% approval rating, which was more than that, but a 51 disapproval, right? But they ran out in between August 22nd and August 25th, because they knew it was going to drop. The approval went to 44% and disapproval to 52%. How could that be? So they thought what they would do is go to Axios and another in the mix created, they created this Axios. It's in the mix of the deep state, and it doesn't have the overtones of NBC and ABC, and it's like trying to recreate a Buick. It's trying to tell kids Buick is cool now, and your grandparents are not the only one that had a Buick. So instead of ABC, CBS, and NBC, Axios is trying to appeal to a different group than the older group of the old media giants. Do you believe Michael Cohen? All right. Now, this poll was the 22nd through 24th. All right. And that is the poll 22nd through 24th. And the other poll was the 22nd through 25th. So they did, do you believe Michael Cohen? Would you like to see Congress begin impeachment? The total, 46% polled believe Michael Cohen. Only 44% want to begin impeachment. Democrats, 93% of Democrats polled believe Michael Cohen. 79% of Republicans polled believe Michael Cohen. Okay? I'm sorry, I apologize. I got that wrong. Democrats, 93% believe Michael Cohen is telling the truth. 79% of Democrats want to start impeachment. Independents, 66 believe Michael Cohen's telling the truth, 49%. Republicans, there's 38% that believe Republicans that Michael Cohen's telling the truth. 8 want to start impeachment. 18 to 34, 70% believe Michael Cohen, 56 start impeachment. Suburban white women. You know, I'm wondering, Amanda, when you answer the phone, do they say, are you a suburban? How would you identify yourself? Maybe that's what they do. I don't know about these polls. I'm a suburban white woman. Suburban white women, 66% of suburban white women believe Michael Cohen, 42%. Rural voters out in rural America, 56 believe Michael Cohen, 36 want to start impeachment. Now, here's the only thing. I would like to do a poll. I wish I had the money to do real polls. I'm serious. I wish I had money to do actually polling banks and have it done in a serious way, just like they do. And I would like to ask the question: how many of you have seen news accounts of Michael Cohen's guilty plea? See how high it is. How many of you have seen news accounts where CBS fraudulently reported a story with a fake source that ended up being Lanny Davis that actually revealed Michael Cohen lied? I'd like to see some of those polls. They're never out there. I want to switch just for a minute because let me just say this. Switch gears, pump the brakes, okay? We only got a couple minutes. The end of this week, next Monday's Labor Day, right? Okay, so we will not be here. We will not have a live broadcast next Monday. Next Tuesday, folks, get ready. You will not be able to go to the mailbox without getting a half a dozen push cards trying to give you all kinds of false information about candidates. All right? Next Tuesday, we will definitely tighten up everything we have as far as politics and start really getting into our state, along with other states, but we're going to focus on Georgia, the governor's race, the races right here in Georgia, along with some senatorial races we're watching and some House races. But I have my concerns where Republicans matter here in Georgia. I have some concerns, okay? I have some concerns on Republicans in Georgia. Is there a deep divide in Republicans over what happened in the lieutenant governor's race? Will Republicans go vote for Jeff Duncan? I don't know yet. We're going to talk about that. But the race that concerns me is Stacey Abrams, Brian Kemp. And I call it the white guy coalition, all right? Now, Stacey Abrams is working very hard to build the white guy coalition. In fact, she has an outstanding white guy commercial. You say what you want. It's white guy on there, white guy telling you what a great candidate, what a great governor Stacey Abrams will be if elected. No matter how you look at it. Now, here's the thing I said the other day. Brian Kemp went down to Atlanta, had a big press conference, and had all these people, and he created the Racial Diversity Sensitivity Coalition or something like that. I don't know what the name was. It was the Diversity, Racial Sensitivity, Everybody's Included Coalition, and all these people are behind him. What did the media do? The first thing the media did was say, hey, he just grabbed a bunch of people, black people, to say we're for Brian Kemp. What did Stacey Abrams do? Did she start the white guy coalition? I'm just saying, listen to me and stay with it. You wait till Sunday morning on the Fox News show, Chris Wallace, maybe about 6 times, white guy on there telling me what a great governor Stacey Abrams will be. I'm telling you right now, just watch and see what happens. Because she's got the money. She's got the money. So she's looking for that white guy vote, and don't think she's not. So that being said, we're going to keep up with that election. Now, I said this yesterday, and I would like to put it up one more time. And I just want to say this. Let me go through what I have left here for the day I'm looking at. Put up the Senate building. That's the Senate office building. Put up Richard Russell. That is Richard Russell. That is the Senate office building named after Richard Russell. That's the Senate office building named after Richard Russell, the disgraced segregationist from Georgia. That's the Richard Russell from about 1921, whatever, House of Representatives. I think off the top of my head, he started in the House of Representatives in Georgia, went on to be the governor, then went on to be the senator from the state of Georgia, and went to battle head-to-head with LBJ over the Civil Rights Bill and vowed to stop the passage of the Civil Rights Bill. Now, the reason I say this is a little redundant from yesterday. I am just asking you to write Richard Russell's name down now, the Senate building, and do not think for 1 minute Sunday that there's not an attempt to create a narrative that's ready to go. Every single Sunday show talked about changing the name of that Senate office building from Richard Russell Senate office building to John McCain. Now, agree with Richard Russell's politics or not, he served this country. People elected him. He served the state of Georgia. He served the people of Georgia from 1921 to, let's just say, 1970 or whatever. Somewhere around there. But he did. And the people of Georgia elected him. But you know what we have this thing since Obama that we call forgiveness politics. To where we go as white people and look for forgiveness. We're trying to atone for all of our sins. And that's just the bottom line. All of our racial sins. And we're not done. The Confederate flag. See, John McCain went to South Carolina and he said that was a state issue. And then he went back and was a better man and he apologized to the country and the people of South Carolina, saying that was a political comment he should have never made. He was wrong. Okay? So white people, I say it like that. I know you don't like it. White people are doing everything they can to apologize for everything that's ever been done in this country. And apology politics will be used in this next election. And John McCain was our great bipartisan connection. Watch and see. Watch and see. I just want you to write down Richard Russell in the Senate building. I'm not going to say it again. You know, pictures say 1,000 words, right? Pictures are worth 1,000 words. Put up Kerry McCain. Here's another one. John Kerry and John McCain. Okay? There you go. McCain's farewell celebrates America's greatness. All right? All the media is talking about is McCain's farewell letter. All right? And how it takes a swipe at Donald Trump. I'm your host, BKP. We're going to take about a 2 or 3 minute break here, whatever we got, come back and wrap up before our next show.
ACE is your health